Hello students, welcome to the science online class. Today we are discussing about chapter 1 of class 7 and the chapter name is nutrition in plants. Today we will learn about some topics like leaves of various colors, photosynthesis by plant parts other than leaves, photosynthesis by algae, synthesis of plant foods other than simple carbohydrate, and importance of photosynthesis. First, we will learn about leaves of various colors. Most of the plants have green colored leaves. Some of the plants, however, have leaves of other colors like red, violet, brown, etc. The leaves having colors other than green also have chlorophyll in them. Children, you know that chlorophyll is a very important substance which is required for photosynthesis, as chlorophyll has the capacity to absorb energy from the sunlight, and that energy is required during photosynthesis. You also know that the green color of the leaf is due to the presence of chlorophyll. Now, one question may come in your mind then how the non-green leaves like red, violet or brown leaves can perform the photosynthesis? Actually, the large amount of red, violet, brown or other pigments in such leaves masks the green color of chlorophyll which is present in them. So, as the chlorophyll is present, the photosynthesis also takes place in leaves having color other than green. Now, children, I have already told you that generally the photosynthesis takes place in the leaves of the plant. But in some plants, photosynthesis takes place in other parts of plant instead of leaves. As for example, cactus are generally grow in the dry area. Cactus have tiny spine-like leaves to reduce the loss of water by transpiration. As the cactus is growing in the dry area, so it is very much important for the plant to preserve the water. So to reduce the loss of water by transpiration, the leaves of cactus become spine-like structure. This kind of leaves are not be able to do photosynthesis. The stem and branches of cactus plants are green, which contain chlorophyll. So the green stem and green branches of a cactus plant carry out the process of photosynthesis to make food for the plant. Please note that only those stems and branches which are green in color can do photosynthesis, because in the green stem and branches chlorophyll are present. Now the stems and branches of all the plants and trees are not green. So the stems and branches of all the plants and trees cannot do photosynthesis. Many times we have seen patches of slimy green layer floating on the surface of a pond or lake, or even in the stagnant parts of a river. This green layer is formed by the growth of tiny green plant-like organisms called algae. Algae are a large group of simple plant-like organisms. Algae contain chlorophyll and produce food by photosynthesis just like plants. Algae, however, differ from plants because they do not have proper roots, stems, and leaves. The green color of algae is due to the presence of chlorophyll in them. Now we will learn about synthesis of plant foods other than simple carbohydrate. During photosynthesis, simple carbohydrate named glucose is produced. This glucose is made up of three elements like carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. The plants use this glucose to make many other foods such as starch, oils or fats, proteins, and vitamins. Now we will discuss about this. First, we will learn that how plants make starch as food. The glucose produced by photosynthesis is converted naturally into a complex carbohydrate called starch. The starch is a food which is stored in various parts of a plant such as roots, stems, leaves, and seeds. For example, the seeds of wheat and rice have a lot of starch in them. Again, potato and carrot plant store a lot of starch in their roots. Now, we will discuss about the process where plants make oils or fats as food. Certain plants convert the glucose made during photosynthesis into oils and store them in their seeds. Such seeds are called oil seeds and they can give us oil. For example, the seeds of sunflower plant contain a lot of oil stored in them. We can extract oil from sunflower seeds and use it as a food. The oils obtained from plant seeds are commonly known as vegetable oils. Please note that just like carbohydrate, glucose and starch, oils or fats are also made up of same three elements, that is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Now we will discuss about plants makes proteins as a food. In addition to carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, proteins also contain nitrogen element. Plants combine some of the glucose made during photosynthesis with nitrate minerals which can be obtained from soil to make amino acids. These amino acids are then made into proteins. In this way, plants can make proteins as food. Now the question is, from where do the plants obtain nitrogen for making protein? Nitrogen element is present in abundance in air in the form of nitrogen gas. But the plants cannot absorb nitrogen gas for their needs like making proteins. Now the soil has certain bacteria which can convert nitrogen gas of air into nitrogen compounds like nitrates and release them into soil. These nitrates are the water soluble nitrogen compounds which are absorbed by the plants from the soil along with water. In this way, plants fulfill their requirement of nitrogen. Besides this, the plants also obtain nitrogen from the nitrogenous fertilizers which the farmers add to the soil in the fields from time to time. Now let us see that how plants make vitamins as a food. Vitamins are highly complex substances which are an important part of our food. Vitamins are made by plants. Vitamins are contained in vegetables, fruits, and cereals made by plants. We animals usually cannot make vitamins. We are mostly dependent on plant for obtaining vitamins. Now we will learn about the importance of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is important for the existence of life on this earth. In the absence of photosynthesis, life would not be possible on this earth. This is due to the following reasons. First of all, photosynthesis by plants provides food to animals including human beings. So the survival of animals depends on the food made by plants by photosynthesis. In the absence of photosynthesis, there would be no plants on this earth and hence no animals will survive. Secondly, the process of photosynthesis by plants puts oxygen gas into the air. It is that oxygen gas which the animals, including us, use for breathing and respiration. In the absence of photosynthesis, there would be no oxygen in air and hence no animals could exist on this earth. So children, today this much. We will meet in the next class, and in the next class we will learn about other modes of nutrition in plants. Thank you children. Stay safe and happy.